Join me on a journey to embrace your Kavela life. Hi friends, thanks for joining me. My name is Rachel. Welcome to your Yin practice. So let's begin standing at the top of our mat for a little warm up, and then we'll make our way down onto our mat. So bringing the feet together, let's roll the shoulders back. Start to externally rotate the shoulders out, turning the palms out to the sides. Begin to feel the feet grounding into the earth. Start to lift the torso out of the hips. Coming into a nice long elongated spine, crown to the sky. Relax the shoulders. And then bring the palms together into prayer, hands, heart center. Maybe take a moment to set an intention, dedication for your practice if you'd like. And start to notice your breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose. Begin to gradually build on that breath, taking it deeper. Let's slowly float the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's add in our forward fold, so bending the knees. Bring the palms to the ground. Inhale, flat back, gaze forward, palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Roll all the way up. Float the arms. Lift and lengthen, ground those feet, really lifting the torso up, opening that front body, come into a little mini back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. And just repeating that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll all the way up. Float the arms. Lift and lengthen. Back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Really start to build on that breath. Coming into a nice, graceful fluid flow here. Lift and exhale, hands to heart. So staying with that, we're just going to add on, bringing in the legs. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time, let's step the right leg back, left leg coming in for high plank. So remember, you can always ground the knees or lower down onto the forearms. Start to engage the core, navel to spine. Press the ground away. Nice and strong. Push the breath through the body. Building a little heat. And then lower the knees, the chest, the chin, keep the hips high, slide down onto the belly, take the palms outside, the chest, elbows to the sky, peeling the chest up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times, inhale, peel the chest. Exhale down, keep those elbows close to the side body. Inhale. Exhale down. This time press into the palm, pass through tabletop, tuck the toes, coming in for your downward facing dog. Lift the tailbone up to the sky, sternum down to the ground. Maybe paddle the heels, bend the knees, move the hips. Just moving the body, coming into your practice. Let the head hang, draw those shoulder blades down the back. And then maybe find stillness, gazing past the knees. And then let's walk the feet coming back to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll all the way up. Float the arms. Open the front body. Exhale, hands to heart. Repeat that. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left leg this time, right leg, high plank. Hold here. Breathe. Nice and long in the neck. Good. Come into a nice, deep, steady breath. Lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, peel the chest for 3. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Press into the palms, tabletop, tuck the toes down, dog. 2 breaths here. Lifting those hips higher. Let the sternum drop lower. Releasing any tension out of the upper body. Shift that energy to the lower body. From here, let's float back to plank. And then up, back to downward facing dog with the hips. 2 more like that, plank. Down dog. High plank. Down dog. Lift the heels, let's walk the feet, come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll all the way up. Float the arms. Come into that back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Circle the arms. Utkatasana, chair pose. Lift the heart to the sky, unshrug the shoulders. Slight pelvic tilt here. 4 chair squats. Inhale, open the body. Exhale, sit down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold here. Big arms, dive it forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, walk, step or float the feet, find your high plank. Holding here. And knees, chest, chin, or if you're ready, chaturanga, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll through the feet, down dog. 2 breaths. Adding on here, let's float that right leg up to the sky. Keep the hips square, shoulders square to the ground. Really extend through that right leg. Point the toe, flex the foot. Press that foot away. Exhale, float it down. And then switch legs, left leg floats up. Keeping those hips square, shoulders square, point the toes. Flex the foot. Press that foot away. And then exhale, float it down. Float through high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. And then slowly float the knees down. Coming in for a child's pose. Let the hips drop to the heels. Take the knees wide if you need to. Coming into your yin practice. Just taking a couple of breaths here. Start to externally rotate those shoulders out. Let the hips drop to the heels. Let the forehead touch. Going a little deeper with each breath. Start to notice where you may be feeling any tension, resistance. And just begin to push the breath to those areas. Begin to let that tension release. And from here, let's slowly float up into tabletop. Moving slightly towards the back of your mat. And make sure the shoulders are stacked over the wrists, hips over the knees. Let's just gently move through some cat-cow. So let the belly drop, gaze up, tuck the toes. Exhale, round into cat. Start to open up that upper back, the shoulders. Draw the chin towards the chest. Inhale, and just move here with your own breath, flowing in and out of your cat-cow a few times, just warming up that spine. And then come back to neutral spine, neutral position here. We're going to come into our melting heart. So keeping the hips stacked over the knees, walk the palms forward. And then walk those arms out, keeping the forearms off the ground if you can, elbows off the ground. Reach through the fingertips and then slowly start to let the chest, heart melt down towards the ground, getting a nice stretch in the shoulders, the upper back, the arms, the chest. You can totally let that forehead ground. Or for more of a challenge, start to gaze towards the top of your mat, lowering the chin. Always listening to your body, finding that edge, and then just holding there and breathing, allowing the body to do its magic. Release, find some space. Staying with that nice, deep, steady breath. Taking one more nice deep inhale here. And exhale, let it go. Go a little deeper if you can. And then slowly let's release, lowering the forearms, the elbows sliding onto the belly. Take the arms alongside the body, palms facing up. And let's just either keep the forehead grounded here or turn the head to the right side, grounding that left ear. Let the shoulders fall to the ground. Let the body totally relax. head back to center. Just take it to the opposite side. So this time grounding the right ear. Let the shoulders drop. Come back to center. Float those arms above the head, palms facing down. And then slide right into Sphinx pose. So coming up onto the forearms, walk the elbows underneath the shoulders, take the legs about mat's width. Keep the gaze straight ahead or close the eyes. Begin to bring your awareness to the lower back, the lumbar spine. And just settle in here and just notice how you're feeling throughout the body. Notice if you're tensing up in the glutes, the legs, or tensing up in the shoulders. Just take a little time here to let go. Let the muscles relax. Remember, in our yin practice, the muscles take a break. We're getting into those connective tissues, the fascia, especially in the joints. So let the muscles relax. And once you kind of feel like you're in a relaxed state, start to think about puffing the chest forward and then lift through the crown. Just notice the different sensations you feel in the lower back. Maybe you'll feel a slight compression here. That's totally normal. Just stay with that nice, deep, steady breath. And keep thinking about lengthening through the spine, the crown, puffing that chest forward, and being mindful not to tense up anywhere. From here, you can stay where you're at, or if you want to bend the knees, and just float the legs up. So this is just a different variation. And for me, I feel the front of my thighs stretching, a little quad stretch here, and a little bit more of a stretch in the lower back. So it's just a variation, something you can try. If you want to bring the two big toes together and just kind of let them rest. So just make sure you didn't tense up in the shoulders, the upper body. So remember, in our yin practice, we don't want to make anything challenging or hard. You want to stay in a relaxed state. So if changing your position, you start to tense up, just go back to where you are. From here, slowly float the legs down. If you'd like to come into seal pose, if you want to just stay where you're at, that's fine. So coming into seal pose, we're just going to float the elbows up, the forearms up. And again, check in with the spine. Notice the mid-back where those sensations kind of shift. Make sure the shoulders are down away from the ears. Make sure the legs, the glutes especially, are relaxed. If at any time anything gets too intense, slowly make your way back to Sphinx pose if you're in seal, or back down onto the belly. Staying with your nice, deep, steady breath. And if you're in seal, let's slowly lower the forearms down, the elbows down. And just let the chest come down. Take the arms alongside the body. Turn the head one more time. Just take a little rest here. Let the body totally relax. Take the head to center, turn it in the opposite direction. Come back to center. From here, take the arms out in front again. Maybe stack the forearms. We're going to come into a gentle hip opener here. Bending the right knee. Start to slide it out. So this is a little hip opener. Maybe peek back. Make sure that the ankle stays in alignment with the knee. It's kind of like a half frog. So for some, you might feel a lot going on, or maybe not too much. So just relax here. slowly just slide the leg back. And just switch sides here. So left knee is going to bend, slide it out. And just focus on your breath. Start to make that body-mind connection here. And if the mind is wandering, try to be in the moment. Present with your breath. So our yin practice gives us an opportunity to quiet the mind. Not just physical, just mentally taking a little time to quiet and block out any of that chatter going on and just let go. And then let's slowly slide that left leg back. From here, take the palms outside, the chest, elbows to the sky. And slowly pressing into the palms, float the hips back and back into your child's pose. Can you just move over there, please? Your phone. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just take the hips back to the heels. Just coming into your child's pose. Keeping the arms extended. And then floating up to tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, maybe hover here for a little bit. And lift the hips up to the sky, coming into our down dog, pedaling the heels, bend the knees, move the hips. So bringing our awareness to the hips again. Float that right leg up to the sky, keeping the hips square, shoulders square. Point the toe, then flex the foot, bend that right knee, stacking the hip. Draw the knee into the chest, stepping through for a low lunge dragon pose. Rounding the left knee, but keeping the pressure off. Just extend that left leg behind you. Frame that right foot with the palms. Let the hips drop. Make sure that right knee is directly over the right ankle. And just let the upper body relax. Let the head drop. And again, try to let go anywhere. Take any weight out of the arms, the palms, the upper body. Most of the weight's going to be in the right foot and the top of the left foot. Let those hips drop. So you can totally stay right here. Make sure the knee is over the foot. Or start to come into lizard pose. Lizard pose, you're going to walk the right foot out. Walk that right palm inside that right foot. And then maybe tuck the left toes, lifting that left knee. Maybe shift forward and back. So remember, we're trying to get deeper into the hips, opening up that hip. So just kind of play here, see what feels good for you. Maybe start to make your way onto the forearms, going a little deeper. But again, listen to your body. Make sure you're not pushing too far. And you can totally stay right at the beginning where we started. Remember, no judgment, no expectation in yoga. Just do what you can do. Be patient with your body. Every day is different. So we're searching for that edge. When you find that point of resistance, tension, hold there and just breathe. Use your breath as a tool. The breath is going to allow the body to relax. It's going to help you. So the breath is really your biggest friend here in your yoga practice. And little by little, the body surrenders, relaxes, and you can go a little bit deeper. So inching a little deeper, maybe the chest comes closer to the ground. And just as long as you don't feel pain anywhere, you should never feel pain. If things get too intense, you can definitely just ease off. If you've been practicing a while and you want to go for a twist here, start to ground that left forearm, turn the torso into the right thigh. Maybe take the right palm to the right knee. Maybe float that arm up to the sky. Maybe wrap that right arm around the lower back and start to spiral that shoulder open, coming into a twist. So a lot of variations here in lizard, and again, you can just stay right at the beginning. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the nose. If you're in the twist and you're ready to make your way out, just slowly just as you went in, make your way back to center. Start to come back up onto the palms. Walk that right foot back in, coming back to dragon low lunge, back to your starting place. And then from here, we're going to come into a forward fold. So shifting the hips back, begin to fold over that right leg. From here, think about drawing that right hip back, left hip forward. Let the chest drop. Let the forehead drop. And feel a nice stretch underneath that right leg, the right hamstring. Maybe gently start to flex that right foot. And staying relaxed in the shoulders, the arm, the neck, the jaw, the face. Deep inhale. And exhale, fold. And from here, let's walk the hands forward, come back to dragon low lunge. And we're just going to make our way to our down dog. So however you want to do that, tucking the left toes. If you want to take that right leg up to the sky, coming back to a three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. Maybe pedal the heels, bend the knees, move the hips. Maybe take a vinyasa, flowing through high plank. Chaturanga. These are all optional. You can totally just stay in your down dog. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. And the left leg floats up to the sky. Point the toe. Extend through that left leg, squaring the hips and shoulders. And then flex that left foot. Bend the left knee, stacking the left hip over the right. Open up that hip. Draw the knee in. Step through low lunge. Dragon pose. So again, check your body alignment. Left knee over the left ankle. Very important. The knee doesn't go past the toe. Slide the right leg back behind you. And then just let that torso maybe rest on the left thigh. Let the whole body just go soft here. Let the hips drop. And just breathe. Breathing deep on that inhale. And And exhale, let it go. If you went for lizard on the other side, let's bounce the body, walking that left foot out. Walk the left palm inside that left foot. Maybe tuck the right toes, lift that right knee up. Maybe just take a little movement, moving forward and back if that feels good. Maybe you stay here. Or ground that right knee and then come down onto the forearms. Opening up that left hip. You want to go for that twist, grounding that right forearm. Take that left palm to the knee. Start to turn that torso to the left thigh. Maybe start to gaze up. And just notice what happens in that. Maybe I feel this in the front of my right thigh near my hip flexor. Maybe you float that left arm up. Maybe wrap it around the lower back. And spiral that left shoulder, chest to the sky. So it might get pretty intense really quick, so just breathe. Breathe through that tension. And then if you're in that twist, slowly, when you're ready, make your way back out. Coming back to center. And walking back up onto the palms. Walk that left foot back in, coming back to low lunge dragon. Frame that foot with the palms. And coming into our forward fold, so shifting the hips back. Folding over that left leg. Draw that right hip forward, left hip back this time. Keeping that upper body relaxed, maybe gently flex the left foot. Feel nice lengthening in that left hamstring, the back of the left leg. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale, let it go. Let the body fold. And then slowly come back to your low lunge. And then just making your way out, however you'd like, tucking those right toes, maybe taking a three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Exhale, down dog, holding here. Maybe shake it out a little bit, walk your dog, or maybe flow through high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. And from here, let's bend those knees, float back to our extended child's pose. And then this time, take the arms alongside the body. Just come into your child's pose. Let the shoulders fall, let the spine round. Just coming into a little ball. Inhale, slowly float up to seated. And stacking the shoulders over the hips. Extend the legs out in front of you. And bringing a slight bend into the knee, flex the feet, take the hands to the feet. So bend the knees as much as you need to get that hand to foot connection. And then slowly slide the heels away. Coming into a forward fold, folding over the legs. So totally okay to keep the knees bent. And just breathe, don't hold the breath. Let the chest drop closer to the thighs. And slowly release, walk those palms up the legs. Coming into our reverse plank, take the palms behind you, point the toes. When you're ready, on your next inhale, lift the hips up to the sky, opening up the chest, the heart, the shoulders. Lift the hips higher, let those feet, toes drop towards the ground. And exhale, slowly make your way down. From here, we're going to open up to the side of our mat. So whichever side you want to open to. And then let's come into butterfly pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together. Take the hands to the ankles. Maybe close the eyes, stacking the shoulders over the hips. Just let the knees gently fall down towards the ground. Just come here for a minute and center. So if this is challenging enough, just being here, staying nice and long in the spine, and just totally stay right here. If you want to go a little deeper, you can start to come into a forward fold. So just kind of ease into it, see how you feel. Maybe start to walk the hands onto the ground, start to walk forward. And then walk the hands back. Come back to center. From here, let's extend the right leg out. Keeping that left knee bent. I'm just going to take a lateral side stretch. So flex the foot. Bring that right palm onto the right leg. Inhale, float the left arm overhead and just reach towards that right foot. So just be mindful not to cave forward. Open the chest to the sky. Try to keep those sits bones grounded. Especially that left hip grounded. Let that left knee drop. Feel a nice side body stretch. From here, float back up to center. Take that left palm behind you. We're going to float the right arm up and then come up and just take a little back bend here. So you're coming up onto that left shin, opening up the chest. Gaze up to that right palm. Great. Exhale, float down. And just switch sides. So this time, extend the left leg out, bend that right knee. Ground the sits bones first, then inhale, float that right arm overhead towards the left side. Maybe flex that left foot. Open the chest to the sky. your breath. Inhale, come back to center, right arm, right palm for support floats behind you. Float that left arm up, gaze up. Inhale, lift the hips up to the sky, kind of press them forward. Exhale, come back down. From here, let's come into our full straddle. Flex the feet, point the toes a couple of times. And then from here, you can take the palms center and start to make your way into a forward fold, or take the palms on the legs and start to walk the hands towards the feet. So whatever feels good for you today, go ahead and do that. Or maybe you're just sitting in straddle, which is totally fine. Just easing, being gentle, being patient. Just try to keep those knees up to the sky. If you have to have a soft, slight bend in the knee, that's fine. Little by little, get that chest closer to the ground. And let's slowly, when you're ready, come back to center. Big inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, float it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's bring the legs to the top of the mat again. Spacing. Bend the knees. Extend the arms out in front of you, palms to the sky. Let's slowly roll through the spine, coming to lie on the back. All the way down. And once you get down there, float those knees in. Give yourself a big hug. Maybe forehead to knees. And release. Float those feet down, knees are bent. Arms are out in T. And let's just let the knees drop over to the left side. Coming into a gentle twist here. Gaze over to the right. Come back through center, and then take the knees over to the right side, gazing over to the left. Come back through center. Extending the legs up to the sky. Float the arms alongside the body. And feel those hips grounding, those shoulders. Stay nice and long in the neck. Feel grounded here. And slowly bend the knees, come into happy baby, taking the arms inside the thighs, peace sign fingers wrap around the big toes, flexing the soles of the feet. Bend those knees, draw the knees closer to the ground, opening up the hips. Maybe rock from side to side. Feeling light, feeling free, relaxed. Maybe extend through the knees. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together. And then let those knees drop down, creating a diamond shape with the legs coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. Float the arms overhead. Maybe bend the elbows, taking cactus arms. Let the knees drop. Feel your body grounding into the earth. And from here, if this feels comfortable for you, you can stay here, or if you want to go into Shavasana, our last posture. Just finding stillness in the body and mind. Coming into Shavasana, extending the legs, the arms, palms to the sky. Close the eyes. Come back to the natural breath. And come back to yourself. free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like, gaining all the wonderful benefits it provides. If you'd like to join me in closing out your practice, begin to bring some movement into the toes, the fingers, the hands, the feet. Inhale, float the arms up overhead. Bend the knees. And just roll over onto your side, coming into a fetal position, taking some nice deep breaths there. Slowly, let's start to make our way back to a comfortable seated position. Close the eyes, roll the shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall. Closing out our practice with 3 cleansing breaths. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank yourselves for starting your day in a positive and healthy way. Continue to make those positive and healthy decisions as you go through the rest of your day and the days ahead. Be gentle, be kind to yourself, be patient. May there always be peace in your heart, peace in your words, and peace in your mind. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.
I hope you enjoyed your journey today. If you would like to see new classes, please remember to subscribe, like, visit our website at kavelalife.com, become a member on our Patreon account. By becoming a member, it allows us to create new classes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Kavela Life. Thank you so much. Namaste.